I think it's instructive to imagine the circumstances of a person that refused to turn stone into bread, but later on decided to multiply bread so that people can eat.
And didn't do it for himself.
It wasn't for magic.
Okay.
So the question is, what motivates a person that fasted for 40 days and 40 nights and did not turn stone into bread to eat? Yet, in one evening of sermon, he multiplied bread for everybody to eat.
5,000.
Yeah. So that's
That's
love.
How can we transit, not just as church now, because church, I don't want to go there. I'm talking about a nation now, into a level of wealth and love that can actually let them see that these are believers, that can actually change things. How can we transit?
When we stop singing Eminima Shiwaju Wani no Olori Ire.
Oh, I hear you, sir. I hear you. I hear you.
Tolori Ire bá péjọ o, èmi ni màá ṣíwájú wọn. Haven't Olori Ire. Why do you want to be the first Olori Ire? Is Olori Ire not enough?
Oh, God.
A few years ago, I was trying to talk with someone and try to get them to make certain right decisions. And the person just kept being resistant and fighting. And I said, you know what, I'm done. Do whatever you want to do with your life. And at that point, I could hear the Spirit of God say, now you know how I feel. I'm like, what's that? Say, yes, now. You are stubborn, you are resistant, you do this, you do that. A human being is doing it to you, and you are about to give up on that person. How are you honoring my love? And at that point, that is why I started trying to write a particular book. But even after writing that book, I've had to sit down and ask myself again, really, how much love are you showing? And I've had to go back and look at scripture. When church started, the church in the Acts of Apostles, like Dr. Adegbola said, there was no Imashiwaju. Everybody brought what they had. Everybody poured into the other person. So nobody lacked. That's how the world knew that these people loved each other, because no one among them lacked anything. Everybody was pouring. That was why God had to kill Ananias and Sapphira, for trying to break that cycle of his own provision for his people. We've also now built up a church where we have gated estates. We have pastors who are, like you said, who are struggling to be number one, number this, number that. And we've missed the whole essence of church, of the gathering of believers. But even the church is far. Can we come into the families? Because I personally believe that the example that society sees starts from the home. Whatever we have in society is a mirror of what's happening at home. So when we say charity begins at home, it is actually that charity begins at home. Love begins at home. If mommy and daddy are fighting, are contending with each other, are striving between themselves, the children are going to see that. They're going to grow up into society striving with one another, trying to compete, trying to beat each other, trying to be ahead. When two shall work together if they agree, he sent them out in twos. Families go out in twos to build a system that actually works.